All right. Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal. The incredible D, public enemy number one. Yeah, so I got a Windows update yesterday, and it changed things like my desktop settings. And all right, so I guess it changed the microphone settings. So, yeah. I bet you have to change it on every single one. Let's see. Let me do the risk. Now it probably works. Yeah, so I have to do it on every scene. Hey, by the way, thank you, Microsoft. You suck. Anyways, hey, let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money cannot afford to lose. All right. Oh, we have a mic here. Oh, well, that's good. So good morning to you. Let me suck down my 9th espresso of the morning. All right, so today in 15 minutes? What do we got? Is it retail sales in 15 minutes or is it further out? Is it 10? No, I think it's 8:30. So we're going to do the news. We also got PPI, don't care. But retail sales, yeah, and retail sales is going to be low. What? Yeah, it's going to be low. The mic is very quiet. There's nothing quiet about it. Really? Really? Is it really quiet? That's hard to believe. And of course, I'm yelling. So anyways, I'm looking at... Really? It is low volume. That is nuts. All right, that's nuts. How could that be low volume? Is there something I do here? Oh, I know what it might be. No, I think it's the correct mic. Hang on, maybe it is the wrong mic. Because remember, this one actually worked. No? This is, no, it's the right mic. And it seems to be quite loud. All right. What else might it be? Hang on. The mic has its own software too. Yeah, it's that fancy. Yeah, I know. We'll get there. We got retail sales, like I said, is in about 15 minutes. So that's the big thing of the morning. All right, let me turn up the gain. All right, probably a lot better. What do you think? Okay. Yeah, much better. Yeah, do I have the radio voice? Yeah, a lot better. All right, good. Well, all right, so I got to have that stupid software running too. Yeah. Hey, baby. She wants some Marvin Gaye. How does that song go? Anyways, all right, so yeah, my name is Wayne. Nice to meet you. Good to have you here. Like I said, we got retail sales. It's going to be lower today, so we'll see how amazed people will be. My concern is you have people surprised that retail sales will be lower, and yet, at a time when many of the currency pairs and assets are at take profit zones, so people are going to react by taking profits. So it'll be a benign, meaningless report. People will be surprised by how low it is. It'll force them to take profit. And then we'll just, go wait till Friday and re-enter everything that we did yesterday. I mean, so it's probably just a profit-taking thing today. We'll find out. But at least we'll do that together. So today I suggest we go through gold, oil, and Bitcoin, dollar pairs, and yen pairs. and of course, get the news together retail sales wise. That's what I think. Yep. That's what I think. All right. So anyways, what else are we going to do? Well, anything that you want, really. Just let me know in the chat. I'll be happy to serve. Okay. Look, you're a trader. You need a broker. A broker needs a trader. How are brokers supposed to make money? Well, they're supposed to provide you with a service. It's got to be fast and it's got to be reasonably priced. All right, seems reasonable enough. Well, how do most brokers trade? Or how do most brokers make money? Most brokers make money in a system called B-booking, where they consider you an idiot and a fool and his money is easily departed. So they figure you suck as a trader and you're going to lose all your money. So they never actually enter your trade into the interbanking system. They're essentially trading against you. They're 95% sure you're just going to blow up your trading account. So what they do is they never actually enter your trades. You blow up your trade account and they keep all the money you deposited. That's how most brokers make money. And several years ago, the Swiss National Bank pulled the plug on the euro after telling everybody they were not going to do it. Literally 48 hours later, they pulled the plug. Devastated the market. And some of the biggest brokers in our industry went out of business that day because they lost so much money because they had B-booked everyone and were trading against their own clients. That was their business model. And right or wrong, I don't know, the tide went out and they were standing there naked. And we could see them for what they were and who they were. Trader's Way was different and unique because they had entered all the trades into the interbanking system. They were perfectly fine. A tiny little boutique foreign exchange trading firm and the big giant behemoths went out of business. And Trader's Way was okay. How does that make any sense? Trader's Way wasn't trading against their clients. So, how does Trader's Way make money? They provide a quality service to you. And because they need you to succeed, it's a symbiotic relationship and they value your education, and that's where I come in. So thank you for being interested in improving and being a professional trader one day. And you're going to need good service providers, and I recommend tradersway.com. Yeah, there you go. All right, so here we are at elevated prices. And we're getting close, like I said, to a profit-taking zone. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Let's do it while I got it on my mind. Tomorrow, I'm doing a secret all-hands meeting for Quant Box. If you are a Quant Box subscriber, if you were a Quant Box subscriber, if you're interested in becoming a Quant Box subscriber, this meeting is for you. There's going to be a huge bonus that will benefit almost everybody. Almost everybody. And then I have a massive, amazing question for you, which can impact the direction the firm goes to serve you. And I want to know if you care. I got some amazing technology that I can put together to serve you. It's quite a big investment. So maybe you don't care. Well, then I'll stop wasting my time. But if you're like, oh my God, Wayne, you need to make this a reality, then we can set that up if you care. So be there tomorrow, please. Okay? Be there tomorrow. It's an unlisted event. Please be there tomorrow if you care about fundamental analysis and automating it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. So I've highlighted all of this, and you should know where we are because we did all of this yesterday together. And we are at the secondary top. There's a primary top just above us there. And that was our target for the year. Will it be recorded? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, it's on YouTube, so I guess, yeah. Yeah, Johnny, like, this matters. Like, for you'll want to participate one way or the other. Yeah, no, that's all right. That's all right, Johnny. Yeah, catch the recording. Yeah. And I think it's 39 slides I need to get through. Yeah, 39. So I'm telling you, it's a big deal. Noon. High noon. Yeah. And again, it could be those that used to be a subscriber or people that are thinking about being a subscriber. If you're interested at all in what Quant Box is doing, this is a game changer. And, you know, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So you should be there. All right. So anyways, so we got that secondary top, but look we're on our way to the annual target, guys. Shut the back door. It's amazing. Okay, look at this. This is annual. Let's do yearly. Yearly M2. Based on that, and by the way, that's the first day of the year. And based on that, our target is yearly M4, which is already there. Holy schnicker-schnocker. Insane in the membrane. Insane like Wayne. Insane in the membrane. Insane just like Wayne. So yeah, I don't really care about the PPI. Okay. So I'm just going to focus on retail sales, and it's going to come out lower than expected, huh? Anyone want to guess why I would think that? Hey, look at that. You can work at the census. Yeah, just funny. Like, interview a bunch of college students and say, hey, how many of you planning on working at the census? They're like, nope. Johnny's got a great answer. Mine is simpler than that, Johnny. Let's just say everyone maintained their budget and bought exactly the same basket of goods and services. Let's say nothing changed, right, Johnny? The one thing that did change was price. Inflation's coming down. In particular, energy has come down, and most people still buy gasoline, right? So if all we do is add up not the number of goods and services purchased, but the money spent on goods and services, then, which is the process that is done, therefore people spent less money buying the same stuff. You see? Now, maybe you're right. Maybe people are spending less. But let's just say if they're spending the same, they used less money, and we're adding up dollar terms and not quantity. So maybe you bought the same amount of gasoline as before, but you paid less for the gasoline, so retail sales is down. Okay? I think this is where retail sales is. Am I in the right place? Retail sales, rental, home ownership, advanced inventories, durable goods. Yeah, must be. New construction, inventories. All right, there we go. Retail sales. Cool. So that's coming out in a minute. Okay. Paul says, I should be consistently profitable in a week. Really? Holy smokes. Congratulations. Yeah. And to move forward, we're signing up for boot camp. It's $88 a year. So, yeah. Right? So there's no it's only $88 a year. All right. So yeah, no big a deal. All right. So we're looking at the numbers here. Hang on. I got to move this out of the way. I want to see the chat. So retail sales, is that a negative number? Shut the back door. Okay. Business inventory moved. It moved on us. Where did it go? It moved. Did it move to the top because it's newer? Is that what they're doing here? My mouse isn't working. What's it doing? Gee whiz. All right. Monthly retail sales. Negative. Oh, man. I nailed that one, huh? A negative number. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And by the way, Paul, if you think in this case, Investor Bootcamp, if you are thinking that Investor Bootcamp will make you profitable, you shouldn't join. Okay. It starts with educational videos. They will teach you proper trading habits, technically and fundamentally and psychologically, let's say. That is a fact. Will it make you profitable? No. Is it worth $88? It's worth $888 without hesitation. All right, next thing. You can join live groups. You can join the swing trading group. Is it amazing? Yes, it's amazing. We had an amazing meeting yesterday. We're going to have an amazing meeting tomorrow. It's not very much money. It's $99 a month. Is it worth it? Yes. Will it make you profitable? No. Okay. Only you. Okay. That sounded like Smokey Bear, right? Only you can prevent forest fires. Yeah, only you can make you profitable. Okay. Yeah. All right. So anyways, negative number. So we got that right. And I think people surprised? Is the market surprised? I don't know. So, yeah. And if you want to see this, this is the census.gov. Okay. Okay. She says, could you please delve more into the psychology of a negative retail sales number? Yet inflation is lower. All right, I don't quite understand what you're saying, but therefore you're not quite getting it. Okay? So here's what I said before, and it turned out to be true. So let's cover it again, just in case. Let's say every month you buy a basket, okay, of goods. Okay? Every month. So this is just a basket of random stuff. Every month you buy the same stuff. Okay, great. We also know inflation has been falling, right? Okay, what does that mean? Prices are lower. Okay, so if over time you bought the same stuff month after month after month after month after month, you bought the same quantity of the same stuff, but prices are lower than before, retail sales is down. Because, and this is what I was saying, and I've been saying this for 20 years, the issue with retail sales is that they count the dollars. They just count the dollars. They don't count the stuff. So if prices are down, you need less dollars. Retail sales is down. Is it? No. In truth, you bought the same. But it's reported lower. So let's say every month without fail, based on your driving habits, so you drive to the Waffle House and back twice a day. Okay? And based on that, you spend 100 gallons, right? Gallons. Okay? Okay? 38 liters. I don't know if that's true. But you spend 100 gallons of gas every month without fail. So retail sales, okay, is exactly the same every month, right? Every month. Retail sales is exactly the same. The same amount of gallons of fuel are sold. But what changes now is the price. Is it $3? Is it $4? Is it $2.50? And so retail sales is in dollars, so retail sales does this. You see? And this has to do with things called like elasticity. If you want to study economics, it just means it doesn't matter. You're going to pay the same. You're going to buy the same 100 gallons, unless it goes to $10. Well, then you need to take a bicycle to the Waffle House, and no one has ever done that before. So, anyways, all I said were prices, right? Prices were down. So, as a genius former supermodel, I said retail sales would be down. Cool, and I nailed it. Nailed it. Cool, because I understand how it works. Energy made up. Okay, so like, for example, the clearest example of this is a Euro harmonized CPI report, I guess. It's Eurostats, I think. Inflation, consumer prices. I need Eurostat, EC. Commission, Eurostat, Fed, that for Euro area. It's not the one I want. That's the number, but it's not the version. Let's see if it's here. I emailed this out last week. Let me check my email. Week on the street. Let's see, European. It's too far back. Oh no, here it is. Let me pull it up. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, it was a Eurostat site. All right, Meta, this one's for you. All right. This is inflation in Europe. Hang on. Don't look at this. Okay. All right. Let's look at the reality. Food, alcohol, and tobacco is up like 7% in Europe. 7.5%. 7.5. Okay. Industrial goods looks like just about 4. Services looks like just about 5. Huh. So what's inflation? Look at that. Energy dropped by 12%, huh? Yeah. That's the price. And this is a big deal when it comes to retail sales data because it's so easily tracked by the receipts from gas stations. Okay. You see? So here's the thing, Meta. If gasoline prices go back up, which the number one input cost to gasoline, as you know, is oil. So if oil goes up, Armando, it's the section that says MT4, MT5 downloads inside of Investor Bootcamp. Okay. So anyways, guys, if energy prices come back, remember they're negative 11%. So if they suddenly turn plus 5%, holy schnicker-schnocker, okay, inflation's going to skyrocket in Europe. Just boom, just out of nowhere. And I think the same is going to happen in the United States, by the way. So you're right. You're like, well, in real terms, not real terms, but in real life, we'll say, dude, when you walk around the economy, prices are high. You're like, oh my God. And yet the governments are saying, no, it's cool, everybody, inflation's low. Uh-huh. Hey, everybody, the Fed is done. Okay? Really? The Fed is done? Really? And they'll say, yeah, the Fed is done because inflation has dropped in the United States. Well, let's just pretend something similar is going on in the United States as in Europe, which would be the truth. And you say, okay, inflation's down, but only energy. But everything else is up. So if energy just stabilizes, if energy actually goes up, Fed ain't done. It's because people are not doing the work, Meta. It's not a lie. It's the truth. But investors are not doing the work. So they're being fools. More likely, it's an average Joe with a retirement account. And so they've hired fools to, okay? So it's not their fault. They're doing the best they can. Okay? But the experts should know. And no, the Fed's probably not going to be done. That probably isn't peak. All that needs to happen is oil prices go up. What would do that? Well, how about this, guys? The United States has never produced more oil in its history. You can go back 100 years. The United States has not produced this much oil. And we are using every drop. We can't even fill our strategic petroleum reserve. We have no spare capacity. We have no inventory. Yeah. And so what do we do if there's a problem? There's no rainy day fund, everybody. Just takes one hurricane, just takes one shipwreck, just takes one explosion, just takes one hacker, just takes one geopolitical act. It just takes, and it doesn't even have to be against the United States. Something could go wrong somewhere. Iran does something. Saudi Arabia does something. There's just anything, anywhere could happen. And our disinflation turns into inflation. And there's nothing the central bank can do about it. Except, well, fight inflation by raising interest rates higher. Slow the economy, create a recession. So that you're not buying so much gasoline at any price. And instead, you've lost your job, so you're not going to go to work. You're not going to go to Waffle House. Okay? And then what? Well, then the value of everything will come down, including gasoline. But I gave a dramatic example yesterday at Investor Boot Camp in our live meeting, because we covered all this yesterday. I said, it's the equivalent, times are so tough here that your daughter has to go see the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie, but because times are tough, she can't buy popcorn. Caitlin's like, has the U.S. stockpile back to not even close, a million billion miles away. Do you want me to prove it? Let me just prove it. Let me EIA.gov. Let me prove it. All right, so this gets updated in a couple hours, so it's very quickly going to be obsolete, but nothing dramatic is going to change. So, short term. And no, I always get caught on this. It's not short term, it's weekly. All right, so let me find the weekly one. I do this every day. It throws me off. Like, what's the difference between weekly and short term? You know, weekly nat gas, this week in petroleum. That's it. All right, so here we go. Let me show you where we are. Isn't it nice to just be able to do this? To just know how to do this. See, I want to teach you how to make all your investment decisions based on facts, not opinions. And when you watch TV, most of it's opinions. Turn it off. All right. This is the, this is, for this time of year, the 5-year average range for the amount of oil in storage. And the blue line is where we are actually now. We are not even close to where we should be. And it doesn't look like we're seriously improving anything. On average, we should be here. See, think of it this way. Let me do this in, I guess, a different color. There's an average level of inventory in here, right? Can you do this? Like, just think of it as Bollinger Bands. Okay, Bollinger Bands are showing you the volatility in these numbers. Okay, and so if we were just having sort of an average level, we should be here. But there have been times when we've been way up there. You can't get any lower than this. We are in crisis. We're actually outside the lowest we've ever been in the 5-year range. And notice how bad we were in the past. Like, this is extremely dangerous. Okay. Zaref says, hey, man, Wayne, when do you think the recession will begin? Well, I'm teaching a stock trading course, and I taught that last week. Yeah. So for $250, I'll tell you. Yeah. You want to know? Let me show you where to get some of that information. YouTube.com/Forex.Today. Okay, and this is where we are now. And then if you go into more, a 90-minute lecture on risk and reward. And yeah, start here. If you're serious and you really want to know stuff like this, I mean, look, if you're just asking some idiot on YouTube what he thinks about the stock market, you should stop right there. I mean, you're asking a YouTuber? Now, granted, I have a master's degree from Harvard on this stuff. That's true. And I could give you a real answer. Yes. But you probably asked 10 other kids what they think too. So I'd rather you just learn. Let me teach you. That's a free lecture. It's 90 minutes long. And if you look at that and go, holy crap, this is amazing, then you'll probably sign up. Okay? Okay. See, Paul, it's clear that you're smart. Paul, you're asking the right questions, but the answer to all your questions so far is like, it's just education. You have the right concerns. You're asking the right questions. Pay the $88, spend 100 hours going through the courses, and then, like most people, do the courses 2 or 3 different times. Yeah. And then you'll ask different questions. And that's usually when people upgrade their account to like a swing trading group. So I can cover the technicals and fundamentals with you twice a week. So for $99 a month now, we're spending well, let's say 3, 4, 5, almost 20 hours a month. I bet you we get to the 20-hour a month mark where you can ask questions. I mean, dude, like, yeah. So I would join. I mean, this is what we do. All right. And by the way, almost everybody in this chat is a member of Investor Bootcamp. So anyways. You're like, wait, what? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's see where we are. Yeah. Profit taking definitely today. I don't know how much profit taking and how quick to buy back. That's what we'll have to do, make decisions. I'm really interested in buying dips on NASI. So why don't we just quickly look? I mean, I think I was just there. I need to go back. Come on. Yeah, I was just there. So let's go into a smaller time frame on NASDAQ. Let me do this. I'm going to go into indicators, biased pivots, and I want to look at, well, let's take this down to daily, first of all. And then I might switch it bearish. So we are in tomorrow's buy zone. You see that? Tomorrow's buy zone, everybody. Okay. And so we're probably, that's what that says. My concern is, what if we're going to go bearish on profit taking today? And it's not really bearish, just bearish price action on a small time frame like a 15. But like, what if there was 2 days of profit taking and then we resume to the upside? The catalyst I talked about, see, I did a live stream at Quant Box at 6:30 this morning. And I said, you know, we're near targets, and that disappointing retail sales could be the thing that forces bulls to take some profit. Yeah. If people were surprised that it was a negative number today, that'll force bulls to take profit. Cool. So we might have that today. And then, so the bigger question for me is like, okay, do I buy a dip? Well, the answer is going to be yes. But which dip? That dip? That dip? Or this dip? Well, very often it's all of the above. It's just on different time frames. So like you could have like this down for that dip, and then someone takes it down this way. Okay, and then it comes up, and then they take it down to here, and then they take it up, down, and then up. And you get all of the above. Okay? So you get a series of lower highs, lower lows, followed by a series of higher lows and higher highs. And it's the same pattern on 3 different time frames. Pavel said that would be a healthy pullback. It probably would, but I don't think people want healthy right now. I think what is more likely to happen is the irrational exuberance continues because everybody makes money. So nobody wants to get out. And so we head up closer to the Fed meeting. And then what? And then you get that healthy pullback. And yes, the Fed's not likely to raise interest rates. I don't care. I haven't cared for a while. I'm interested in the change of when the Fed cuts interest rates. Now, they're pricing in that the Fed's going to cut earlier, even earlier than thought. How do I figure that information out, by the way? When will I, based on what happens December 13th, how will I know when the Fed is expected to cut instead of just guessing like it seems like most people on Wall Street? How do I get some facts on that? The summary of economic projections. Yeah, it's factual. And then when that comes out, we're gonna party like it's like it's 2024. Please come to Nashville. Please come to Nashville, have a cocktail, have a 4-course meal with the choice of anything you want. I'm going to get the Wagyu ribeye bone on. Okay? Yeah, we're going to have an awesome day. The agenda, 5 p.m., meet next to the library. When you're at the hotel, you'll know where the library is because they have an app. 5:15, we do a group photo. 5:30, we will have our wonderful meal at the steakhouse. And then we will retire after dinner back to the library for cocktails, wine, or coffee. And then what? Well, there's some rumors we're going to go ride a mechanical bull. But we could just go try some bourbon and have a bourbon flight. Or we can go to the Irish pub, or we can go to Italian or Mexican, or there's a lot of different things we could be doing. Okay? So please join us. We're going to have fun. And by the way, you're like, dude, I don't want to stay at this hotel. It's $700 a night. Okay, that's cool. We're nowhere near downtown Nashville. So you could probably find a hotel across the street or 2 blocks away for probably $112 a night. And then you Uber for $7. Come on over. Just don't drink and drive. And by the way, you can't walk. This hotel is so big, the parking lot is over a mile long. Yeah, it's like, I don't think you can walk to the front of this hotel. I don't think there's even sidewalks that far. So anyways, just stay across the street and Uber. Done. Super, super easy, guys. And you will have a meal that you will never forget. And hang out traders just like yourself. Cool. Yeah, so the summary of economic projections. Right? So how do you get that information? Well, you can do it from the Fed. Federal Reserve. I don't know if it's at the Fed, is it? No, it's not at the Fed. It's at the Board of Governors, isn't it? Let's do summary of economic projections. Yeah, it's at the Board of Governors. Yeah, okay, here it is. Here it is. I'll show you how easy it is. Okay, the summary of economic projections. And this is what it looks like. Okay, cool. You got it? That just projected the future. Now you know 18 months in advance what the Fed thinks. Okay, you are now educated. You can now make informed decisions. See how easy that was? But then you're like, but I don't get it. That stuff's complicated. Oh yeah, it is, eh? So we go into here. I got to use the right Gmail account to log into the Google Cloud. I'll do that. Roll in, roll in, roll in. Okay, logging in. Great. And then I go to central banks. Roll in, roll in, roll in. Move that out of the way. Let it load. Okay. And let me read that summary of economic projections for you. You go to dollar. This is what it said interest rates are going to be going out to 2025. This is what the Fed said in that report, what they think inflation is going to be all the way to 2025. Further, this is what they said in that report, what monetary policy is going to be all the way to 2025. In that report, they said they were going to raise interest rates one more time, then pause, then pause, then cut, then cut. And these are the exact dates. Have things changed? Yeah, probably. Maybe they're done. Maybe they're not. And then right now, the market is pricing that this cut is going to happen here. Is that true? Well, we won't know until December 13. And instead of guessing and betting like a degenerate gambler, this will get updated on Quant Box because the Fed have updated their summary of economic projections, and we will be able to easily see it. Okay? And then you plot it against other currencies. Oh my God. Yeah, well, whatever. Shh. Okay? So anyways, you could read it this way, or you can read it this way. This way is free. Okay? Now, all you have to do is read this report and maybe update it somewhere. Maybe you have an Excel spreadsheet. But what about New Zealand? What about Japan? What about Great Britain? What about Europe? What about Switzerland? What about Canada? What about Australia? Oh, for sure, eh? It's all there. And what about interest rate and inflation projections going out to 2025? Do you know what New Zealand has told us? Do you know what Japan has told us? Do you know what the UK, Europe, Switzerland, Canada, and Australia have told us? Do you know the facts? Or are you trading opinions, or even worse, some idiot on TV or some idiot on YouTube? You're trading their opinions? Okay. Caitlin says, oh, you were so right about yesterday's CPI. Well, that's how the Wayne do. I had the facts. So anyways, there we go. Okay. Oh, wow, what a wonderful day. Don't let it get away. Yeah. Cool. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. What do you want me to cover next? Let me know how it can help. Oh, is it raining today? It's raining outside. Boo. Yeah. Somewhere between 60 minutes and 20 years. Yeah. All right. Euro dollar. Okay. Thank you. Euro dollar. How can I help? Please let me know how it can help. Yeah, by the way, King, just subscribe. And you'll get alerted. Yeah, Just turn your notifications on. Okay. Euro dollar. Pete says euro dollar. King's watching yesterday's video again. It was amazing. Awesome. That makes me feel so good. Hey, how can I help? What do you have? This is what they say in Atlanta. What do you have? Okay. How can I help? Pound dollar. Okay. Sure. No, JP. No, I'm on their YouTube channel, General Pop. I serve the Gen Pop. So we'll check that. I don't think they set things up early. I don't know. I need to help them, but anyways. Yeah, there's no upcoming stream. So I'll be over here. At the FX Street YouTube channel. They're not even posting updated videos of mine. Yeah, I'm going to have a convo. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I agree, King. I agree. That's right, JP. I'm no longer doing it. I asked them to make it Gen Pop, general population. Yeah, Lucas, I agree. And I'm highly concerned about it. Highly concerned. Yeah, highly concerned about it. Highly concerned. Like, look at it. Like, it's nuts, right? Touch me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Which CIA are you talking about? the Council of Investment Advisors? I run something called the CIA. And all right, I got to go here now. investorbootcamp.com/CIA. So I'm teaching people how to construct and manage portfolios. Right now, I only have a handful of people, and the maximum will be like maybe I'll accept, I don't know, maybe 25 people eventually, because I just really want about, let's say, 8 people at every meeting, maybe 10. I want the meetings to be small. Okay. Yeah, well, King, that's the way to do it. Yep. Does this even work? Can you even join now? Yeah, I guess you can. So, guys, you can just add this to your Investor Bootcamp membership. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot this. One council member who attends the first meeting in person will win an amazing prize that all traders will love and find amazing. Yeah, I actually bought it, but it hasn't arrived yet because I bought it from a startup. It's a very unique product. I hope it shows up on time. Well, hurry up, King, because we're meeting. I'll pop that there, guys. Next week, I'll put some more time into cleaning all this up. I know it looks ugly as sin. But here's the bottom line. We're going to take $50,000 of my money and turn it into $1 million, and you're going to help me. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, look, down to down, down. Remember, it's not bearishness, though. It's profit taking. Morning, Richard. Okay, definite profit taking. But notice, like, the insanity to all of this, guys. It's totally insane. Okay, this buying price predicts this top. And so to the person that was asking about Investor Boot Camp, is it worth the $88? If you don't know that, you haven't been taught properly. And it's probably worth $88,000 to you. All right. So euro dollar. Okay. You guys asked for euro dollar. We can do that. Wow, long morning already. Yeah, I can do gold too. So, King, I'll look for your CIA membership today, and I'll make sure it all gets set up properly. Okay, so if you do it now, I can double and triple check everything after our live stream. Okay, and by the way, if you come to Nashville too, see, the reason we meet personally, like, you can join the CIA and attend online. That's perfectly fine. But when you attend live in person, we can hang out and you're like, hey man, I'm writing a business plan for this hedge fund. I mean, I used to consult high-tech startups and CEOs. I used to consult venture capitalists. I was a venture capitalist. I've looked at thousands of business plans and thousands of patents. I've raised millions of dollars. Yeah, I get these things. So while we're having a cocktail or having dinner, you talk to me about it. Yeah, that's why you come. We can hang out. Huh? Those are some good non-billable hours. So anyways, all right, so I wanted to look at some euro. Okay, euro dollar profit taking could be very interesting today. Okay, euro Swissy kicking off the top. Okay. Okay. So look at this. That's the big counter trend trade, right? Everyone see this? Hit it on a Tuesday, back to the central. That's expected. That's normal. That's in the training course. And now what? Yeah, well, it can get interesting from here. Okay. Maybe. But this is risk off. Okay. Touch me now. Okay. So this is acting, the 55 is acting like a channel. Okay. So a breach of that channel will take us down to the 200. You see it? Okay. Oh, you have a unique situation? All right. Yeah, that's all right, King. Everybody's unique. Ugh. Everybody's unique and special. Yep. Send me the email. By the way, anyone else have a unique situation? You want to join the CIA and learn how to construct and manage a portfolio and sit on a board or manage an endowment or manage a charity. But, and then ... If you want to do it, but you have a big but, send me an email, wayne@fxbootcamp.com. You want to join the CIA, but tell me, okay? Tell me what it is. Let's work it out. Meetings are in person, but you can attend online. You just won't get the full wonderful experience. So hopefully you can attend at least once a year in person. Okay. So anyways, this is where we are. That's the red means down, green means up, right? All right. So anyways, ultimately, what is the target? I think this actually says like R1, but, you know, like I would call that the bottom. So that would make this the top. Oops. But right now we're struggling. And kicking off the 55 is not very bullish. Like it's really slowing down. Let's take a look at the indices. Okay, what do you see? A little bit of recovery on the CAD, but still a downtrend. Yen is definitely weak. Little bit of recovery on the pound, or on the dollar, but still downtrend. Swissy bottoming out. Okay, Kiwi was hot, now it's not. Euro steady. Pound only got to the next level of resistance and wimped out. Pound has to go up if it wants to continue to go up. Okay. So, but mediocre, right? Like mediocre opportunities. Okay. Aussie, I'm trying to show this on different time frames. Let me go further out. You see, we're at the upper bounds of a downtrend. So we're trying to figure out, is this a major change in direction? And, well, it better continue up to get out of the range or this rollover is very significant. Long-term down and, up and down and then sort of sideways, like we're at an inflection point. Important price. Okay. So down from here would be very bad. Yep. Let's take a look at the longer time frame. Yeah. What are the longer trends? Nice. Look at that. Snap, baby. Yeah, boy. Crystal ball worked. The crystal ball worked. See, here it is. Isn't that cool? Wait, you don't have a crystal ball? Well, you gotta have a crystal ball. Yeah. Gotta have a crystal ball. So anyways, took longer than I would have liked. I get ready the third week of August. I'm almost certain third week of September. Kind of sucks when it doesn't happen. Then you got to wait. And then you're like, well, definitely by week 41. And then it starts and then, oh, crap, right? Geopolitical risk. Oh, man. And that messed everything up. But now we're maybe right as rain. Yeah, maybe. Well, we'll see here. Like, clearly there's a test. And it doesn't seem to be a random price for hesitation, huh? Ooh la la. So if we were going to continue, let's say we have 2 days of risk off, which is really just profit taking, right? Maybe you get something like that. Yeah, could be. Here's that recovery in Swiss franc. Remember, I set all this up. This was way back in September. And now we're creeping up off the 618. And that's risk off, by the way. If this continues up, that's not good. And we go back to rationality and all that irrational exuberance that we had yesterday disappears. But one of the things I've been teaching at Investor Bootcamp for, months, if not years, you wake up in the morning and you sell the yen. Yeah. You wake up in the morning and it's 1:45. What do? You sell the yen. You sell the yen. Wayne at fxbootcamp.com. But you sent via LinkedIn? Yeah, that's my Harvard. Excuse me, I got coffee grounds. Yeah, the LinkedIn one is my Harvard email. The most expensive email address in the world. And well worth it. I'm telling you, well worth it. Yeah, well worth it. Yeah, that's fine, King. I know what I'm doing. All right. Nice. In fact, that's probably something we're going to do like 1 year from now. We might do a capital raising boot camp for those that are ready to raise money from investors. I really want to do that. I think it would just be so much fun. But we'd need a lot of time. I think that would be like a 4-day event. You think? Probably a 4-day event. Okay, let's take a look at some commodities. Again, profit-taking day on a lot of things. So gold's come down hard and heavy. So here's the trade plan I set up yesterday on like a 5-minute chart. And what actually happened, let me highlight it in blue. Okay, it went up. Then we had a red candle that came down to the 382. I had it coming down to the 50%. Then I had it going up to here. How did I do? How would you grade that as an educator? Remember, under the duress of the news, which I helped predict in advance using logic, that's the price action part of it. It's not bad, right? Okay, so anyways, today is profit-taking day. I've been covering that since 6:30 in the morning. For 3 hours straight, I've been saying today is a take-profit day. Oh, that hurt my neck. Oh. Stock market is open. Let's roll over. Let's go back to the indices. Okay, this is where we are. Yeah, very cool, right? So, King, you said you want to start a hedge fund. I wonder if that's even the right word. But I suppose you need to make money from your investing and then invest the proceeds to charity. That's not really a hedge fund. The CIA is appropriate for you because it's really an endowment. It's profit taking. Okay. Why is oil down today? Profit taking, profit taking, profit taking, profit taking. Okay. So, King, what you really want is an endowment. So you want to be like John D. Rockefeller. You want to pile in money, okay, and have it grow forever. But you also want to take some of the money and put it to charity. Am I right? Put it to some sort of productive use outside of the financial market, but in the real economy. There's a way to do it. And financial advisors don't really get it because that's not how they get paid. It's not really a hedge fund, but I suppose you could do it. Yeah. It's an endowment. So I was taught how to construct and manage an endowment. My teacher just happened to run the largest endowment in the world in the arts, the endowment for the arts. So he ran the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. Not the museum. He ran their endowment, the Met. Yeah, the endowment for the Met. Like, no joke. That world famous museum in New York City, the Met. Yeah, he ran the endowment. Okay. He also had his friend who ran the Yale endowment, or at the time she was running it, the Yale endowment. And I studied the Lincoln Center endowment. And I studied, more than that, a Harvard endowment, quite a few, actually, like museums and ballets and symphonies. So anyways, so the person that ran the largest endowment for the arts in the entire world taught me how to manage money with the idea that the money lasts forever and that there's a way to do it so that you can put money to charitable work. Yeah, I can teach you how to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I can help you do that. And the money will live forever and you will feed people for 100 years after your death. Yeah, I'll teach you how to do that. Yeah, cool. Let's do it. Okay. But before anyone invests money into you or your charitable work and your charitable idea or just straight up your endowment, you're going to have to show them that you know what the heck you're doing. And so at least you can say you've sat on an investment committee managing money in perpetuity and that you've learned how to manage an endowment and you've worked on a real endowment with real money. And if we do our job right, we're going to have a profitable track record of success that you can lean on. And you can say, well, I worked on the Council of Investment Advisors and we grew a real account, let's say 10% a year for 5 years in a row. Which is nearly double, by the way. It's not 50%. It's nearly double because it compounds. So anyways, and you're like, yeah, I actually did that. I sat on a real council, managed real money. We have real returns. I know what I'm doing, says King. So this is right. And then you start your own endowment and you sit on 2 boards. You run 2 endowments, yours and mine. Okay. Probably not a lot of YouTubers doing stuff like that. Okay, so anywho, full stop on our line in the sand for peso. JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon was in Mexico yesterday. Yeah. Talking about the Mexican economy. Nearshoring was a big part of their conversations. Let's take a look at crypto. I know I'm just jumping all over the place. But, yeah. Okay. Ripple, everybody. Ripple seems to be kicking off the daily 21. If you're in the risk on camp, if you're in camp risk on, you might be analyzing all of this for potential opportunities to buy. On a smaller time frame, okay, ideally what you get, so you're going to mark this as support, and you're going to mark this as support, okay? And obviously we got resistance and resistance. So if we sort of narrow this out, if we standardize our deviations, there's your range. Cool. And so now what? Well, you might have a situation where maybe not today, but if we find ourselves up here tomorrow, you can start buying dips and buying at the bottom of the range with the theory that Ripple's on its way to $1. Okay, let's say like, hey, right? Shouldn't positive swap and dollar weakness strengthen the peso pair? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm down only. Down only on that. So anyways, guys, I don't know. It's done a 50% pullback from its recent high. And you could start preparing at least for some version of that. We're not quite there. So what you want to do is what I call build the stairways to heaven, where these green zones start rising. And you climb this stairway to heaven. Boom, 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 bo-doo-doo. And what's this big gray zone? Take profit. So whoever bought it earlier and took profit, do you think they want to buy 50% dip and do it again? I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, probably, right?